been really hard for you, Daddy, working in the fields. I remember most of my life. I remember seeing you down here in these fields and other fields and places where we lived. But you never did seem to complain or gripe about it.
Only thing I ever griped on you about when we was thinning the corn out, there'd be 3 stalks in the hill, and we'd pull the little stalk out. And I noticed you were pulling the big stalks out. I said, Dolly, don't do that. She said, I'm pulling the big stalks out and giving the little one a chance.
Of course, I know we was always scared to death of Daddy. We never was scared of Mama. Mama, she used to threaten us with Daddy. We'd do things. She'd say, I'm a-telling your Daddy when he gets home, and we'd try to butter her up all day to keep her from tattling on us, because Daddy hardly ever would whip us unless he really caught us doing something. And usually when he did, we wouldn't tell on each other. He'd have to whip us all in a group. And we'd start hollering, oh, Daddy, oh, Daddy, oh, Daddy, oh, before he ever even hit us. I remember he used to line us up when he did have to whip us. And I'd always want to be the last one in line until the first one got it, and then I'd wish I was the first one. But it's a wonder you hadn't killed us. I know some of us were pretty mean. Remember how we used to sit here on this porch, all of us?
Oh, yeah, I was
sing?
singing, young and cry.
Daddy always said you were the best singer of any of us in the whole bunch.
Well,
you
he done that so I wouldn't burn his cornbread.
Daddy used to sing along with us, but you didn't do all that much singing. We could always tell when Daddy come up the road, boy, he'd just be singing to the top of his lungs, and Mama said, run and get the slop bucket, your Daddy's drunk, and you know he can't drink. He always gets sick. So
You're not tell all that.
I'm not telling all of it.
Well,
I'm just
okay.
telling
The good part.
You used to make moonshine up here.
Some, little, not much.
Not much.
No, because I left him once when he was... I left him. I told him I wouldn't come back till he quit. He never did make any more.
But that was, though, in the real early days.
Yeah. But I don't want to go back to it again, doll.
Yeah, well, we won't make you. You won't have to no more. We'd get up before sunup to get the work done up. We'd work in the fields till the sun had gone down. We've stood and we've cried as we've helplessly watched a hailstorm of beating our crops to the ground. Anything at all was more than we had in the good old days when times were bad. When we were growing up here, they used to use a sled a lot of times. The way we got in and out of these mountains was either on horseback or we walked. And Daddy used to bring our supplies in and out on a sled like this. A lot of times when somebody was sick, he'd haul us out to the main road and catch a ride to town. I don't know how long that old sled's been sitting there, but it makes me kind of homesick for the good old days. No amount of money could buy from me the memories that I have of then. No amount of money could pay me to go back, live through it again in the good old days when times were bad. Now I've seen Daddy's hands break open and bleed, and I've seen him work till he's stiff as a board. And I've seen Mama lay and suffer in sickness, in need of a doctor we couldn't afford. But they never complained about the hard times we had in the good old days when times were bad. You know, most people have like 6 rooms and a bath. We had 3 rooms and a bath, and we had running water when we'd run and get it. In fact, we used to run down here to this old spring, and it's some of the best water you could ever taste. In fact, when I got here today, the first thing I wanted to do was get a drink of water and see if it still tasted as good, and it did. And we used to keep our milk and butter here because we didn't have a refrigerator, because we didn't have electricity when I used to live here in this old place. And it kept it real cool, and it tasted good. No